covering Savannah and the Lowcountry. You're watching WJCL 22 Morning News, the one to watch.
Federal appeals court upholding the convictions of 3 men who chased down and killed a black jogger in a Georgia neighborhood. What the ruling means moving forward. Crews in Jeff Davis County battling a massive tire fire at a mobile home park. What sparked those flames and what residents need to know this morning. And the Metropolitan Hispanic Chamber of Commerce honoring the Savannah area's Hispanic community. We're going to take you inside the celebration. First things first, let's head out to those roadways. How about victory at Skidaway? Not looking too bad out there at 5 o'clock on a Monday morning. Thanks so much for starting your work week, your new work week with us here on WJCL 22 News. Good morning. I'm Frank Solkowski. Emma Hamilton, she'll be along in just a little bit. Right now, though, let's check in with meteorologist Jonathan Myers.
I have that forecast for everyone starting up the new work week, and hope everyone had a great weekend yesterday. Low 80s, and promise you we're going to see some 80s in the forecast later this week. But a cold front did move through yesterday, brought us some cooler weather. I'll detail these cooler temperatures, but starting things off this morning into the 40s, definitely jacket weather as you head out for those upper 40s near 50 at 8 o'clock. At least we'll see plenty of sunshine. That'll take you today. You can see that across coastal Georgia, low country, not a cloud out there. Probably will see some high thin clouds, but overall today just mainly sunny into the afternoon. Beaufort upper 60s, most of us today close to that 70-degree mark for Hardyville, Savannah, Statesboro, and 72 for Blackshear. But like I said, warmer weather is on the way. I'll track it out for you in less than 10 minutes.
Well, right now, crews in Jeff Davis County are working to put out a fire that ignited yesterday. Officials say a massive amount of tires went up in flames at a mobile home park on Hatton Still Road. WJCL 22 News' Grace Rodriguez, she was out at the scene over the weekend and shares what neighbors need to know this morning.
This whole area continues to smolder, and there's a strong smell of burning tires in the air. I'm at the corner of Hatton Still and Amy Road, where flames erupted just past 1:30 p.m. on Saturday.
The second worst I have ever seen here in our local area. We had a fire several years ago that one of our pulpwood mills caught on fire. That was worse than this, but this was catastrophic.
Jeff Davis County EMS was one of 6 crews who responded to the fire Saturday afternoon. It took over 12 hours to put out the majority of the fire, but some debris is still smoldering beneath the surface. Miller says that at its most intense, the fire stretched about an acre wide. 5 mobile homes went up in flames, residents fleeing the scene, personal items left behind. Ralph Forehand is a neighbor who talked to one of those affected families on Saturday.
I walked up and one of the little girls looked up at me and she was crying, and I asked if it was her home and she shook her head yes. They were real traumatized from the fire.
It was a quiet Sunday afternoon in the surrounding neighborhood after officials urged residents to stay inside for their safety.
The smoke is and was dangerous. EPA, they have been monitoring the air quality, and they are still doing that.
As a lot of this area continues to burn, Miller says it'll take at least another day to put everything out. Reporting in Jeff Davis County, Grace Rodriguez, WJCL 22 News.
Now officials, they lifted the shelter-in-place advisory for neighbors. The cause of the fire has yet to be determined. Stick with WJCL 22 News both here on air and online for updates. Well, one person is dead after a crash near Hardyville Sunday afternoon. It happened around 2:45 on Perrysburg Road near Old Charleston Highway just north of town. Authorities say the vehicle went off the side of the road and into a ditch. The driver, who was the only person in the car, was taken to a hospital where he later died. The Jasper County Coroner's Office says they will release more details soon. Well, a federal appeals court has upheld the hate crime convictions of 3 white men convicted of chasing down a black man in a Georgia neighborhood and killing him. The appeals court issued its ruling back on Friday. The 3-judge panel determined Greg McMichael, his son Travis, and a neighbor, William Roddy Bryant, used a pickup truck to chase down Ahmaud Arbery in February of 2020. A short time later, Travis McMichael shot Arbery at close range. Even if the federal appeals court had thrown out the hate crimes charges, the 3 men would remain in prison. The jury in Georgia convicted the men in 2021, and a year later, a jury in federal court found the men guilty of hate crimes and attempted kidnapping. Well, a former Richmond Hill police sergeant has been indicted by a Bryan County grand jury. Robert Littlejohn, charged with bribery, violation of oath, and making false statements. Now, this comes after a GBI investigation into allegations of sexual misconduct by Littlejohn. The investigation showed he contacted a victim who had been arrested in Richmond Hill after they were released from jail. He offered to help have the victim's charges dismissed in exchange for sexual favors. Littlejohn turned himself to the Bryan County Jail back on Friday. Right now, an escaped inmate is back in custody at the Bacon County Jail. The sheriff's office posted to social media yesterday saying, quote, a non-violent Hispanic male had escaped custody. The escaped inmate was not considered a threat to the public and was being held for DUI and possession of meth. He was also awaiting an ICE pickup. Well, happening today, the town of Bluffton kicking off a major streetscape and drainage project on Pritchard Street. Let's take a live look from the Pritchard Street area where crews will install new sidewalks, ADA compliant features, street lighting, upgraded stormwater drainage to improve safety and water management in that area. Drivers should expect some lane closures and detours, but the project manager telling us people will still have access to their properties. The $2 million funded partnered by the South Carolina Department of Environmental Services. It's expected to wrap up this project by next summer. Beaufort County School District holding public meetings at Bluffton High School to discuss potential student assignment changes in the Bluffton area. The meeting starts 6 o'clock tonight at the H.E. McCracken Middle School cafeteria. Officials say this is a chance for families and community members to learn about plans ahead of the new May River Elementary School that's coming in 2027 and to share their feedback. No decisions have been made yet, and input can also be submitted online. Well, Feed the Borough has been helping feed the community for 5 years now. The organization celebrated its anniversary over the weekend with its monthly food drop. Lines were wrapped around Statesboro High School as folks drove through to receive their food supplies. Recipients grateful for the help, and volunteers, they were happy to be there and provide for the community.
We're a judgment-free zone. It's just like if they're in that line, they're needing it for themselves, or maybe they're possibly picking up for a neighbor or a friend that can't get out. I spoke to several of them who are picking up for neighbors that just are home-ridden, bedridden, or what else, can't get out.
Feed the Borough says its volunteers have fed more than 3 million families. Tell you what, let's take a look at some more upcoming food giveaways in our area. Feed the Hungry is getting ready for its Thanksgiving dinner on November 25th. That's happening at 4 o'clock. It's happening at the Delaware Community Center on Lincoln Street. And in South Carolina, Low Country Food Bank will be in Walterboro tomorrow from 9:30 until noon. Then in Ruffin from 3 to 5. Wednesday, they'll be in Yemassee from 2 until 4. Well, the Metropolitan Hispanic Chamber of Commerce honoring the Savannah area's Hispanic community at its annual gala. WJCL 22 News' Grace Rodriguez takes us out to the big celebration.
It's not just a celebration of Hispanic culture, it's a way to recognize trailblazers in the Savannah business world.
This is an opportunity for us as a community to come together regardless of our background, our ethnicity, for us to support our local businesses.
Cliff Rash is one of dozens at the sold-out gala on Saturday, giving back to the chamber and the business people it supports. Sharon Brown, a board member with the chamber, says the gala serves to celebrate the achievements made by all, not just Hispanics.
When we have people out in the community doing great things, you're supposed to acknowledge them. Not that they're looking for that, but it's so important that we acknowledge them so that others too can follow their footsteps.
The gala, held at the Hyatt Regency in downtown Savannah, featured food, dance, live music, and of course, awards. Alfonso Ribot, the president of the chamber, says they want people to have a good time.
Business is supposed to be fun, at least in the Hispanic community. And that's what we've been doing. This is something that we celebrate, that we cherish every year.
The chamber is celebrating its 9th year of the gala, as those there mingled over music and dance, celebrating those brought up on stage to be recognized. One business person spoke to the importance of giving back to the Hispanic community.
Creo que es importante porque es una comunidad creciente, está creciendo. Cada día hay más hispanos, a pesar de todas las circunstancias que puede haber.
The organizers say that they love getting to recognize those stories and achievements. It's all part of why they feel it's important to host the gala year after year. Reporting in Savannah, Grace Rodriguez, WJCL 22 News.
Traffic track 22 on the roads this morning, not seeing any problems. This is a live look this morning. Of course, US 21 there in Beaufort, not seeing any issues whatsoever. Just a few cars out there. So from Beaufort around Port Royal, no issues. Go a little further to the south, Highway 278. Hilton Head to Bluffton is also quiet at this time, all the way back toward I-95 there around Hardeeville. We'll take you into Chatham County. Not seeing any backups as we start off your Monday morning.